Okay, so let's take a look at number 2 on page 124. Loretta wants to put a circular mirror on a wall. The mirror has a radius of 23 inches. How many square inches of space will the mirror take up on the wall? So we have to record our answers on the grid below. Okay, so let's find out what it's asking. It's asking for how many square inches. So we'll underline that word, that is a key word, square inches of space. Okay, so what do you think they're asking for? Square inches of space. So when we're talking about space in a two-dimensional object, we're looking at the space in this circular object. So they're asking for the area. Okay, so the first thing you guys are going to do is visualize what that will look like. So a circular object will look like that with a radius of 23, and they're asking for the area in there. Okay, so whenever you see something like any square feet, square inches, square miles, those are indications of area. Okay, so the formula for area is A is equal to pi r squared, where r is our radius. Okay, and so our radius is 23, so it's going to be, and our pi is 3 1400th, so it will be 3 1400th times 23 squared, which is the same as 3 1400th times 23 times 23. Okay, so 3 1400th times 23 times 23, if we do the math, it's going to give us 661 and 600th inches. Okay, because 23 times 23 times 23, 3 times 3, 9, 3 times 2, 6, 2 times 3, 9, 2 times 3 is 6, not 9. Make the changes. 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 2 is 4. So that's 9, 6 plus 6 is 12, and 5. So this becomes 3 1400th times 529, which will give us 1,661 and 600th. Okay, so let's look at the grid. Oh, don't forget a unit of measurement, which is inches squared, square or square inch, inches squared or squared inch. So we're going to shade that on the grid. So first we write out the number, which is, I'm going to start from the end. So it's 06, because a lot of people struggle with putting numbers on the grid. Okay, then we have 1661, and it's a positive number. Okay, so we'll shade plus 1, 6, 6, 1, 0, and 6. Okay. I started from the end because I wanted to fill out each segment of the grid. I don't want to miss out any portion of the grid. You can fill out however you want. You can start from this, from the right, you can start from the end. Okay. But as long as you know that it's a positive number and you shade all the necessary numbers.